The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another. Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here? And now off to the races down the right side.
You thought you had
touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 75 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins gives way to Cook. Room here to run. 30, 10, 5, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 69 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles. When they
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
119 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And a catch right side by Evans.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Now Brady. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. On play action, now Brady. Steps away to his left. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Now a carry for Bernard. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete.
And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Now Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Bernard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Succop for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defense... Your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
8 yards to go on second down.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Cousins.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. This one complete to Scott Miller.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll let this go for the end zone.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. William Golston drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Now Cousins choosing to back away from the line and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook,
55 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a lead now up to 14.
And Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Now a play fake. Brady. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Brady now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Brady again. He's got Gronkowski yet again. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Throwing now is Brady. Touchdown! It's complete. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Yeah, the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 247 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Andrew Adams there to make the tackle. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, Cousins. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. William Golston in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Brady's throw there complete, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Now Brady. Rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Brady to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Pulled in at the 24. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. To throw is Brady. They'll roll him out right. Pass caught, Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 19-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. So a huge gain on the ground here puts him into a wonderful spot. And remember, of course, a touchdown wins it.
And we're in overtime, right? So you have to think defense has been out there for 4 quarters. Might be a little bit tired. The attrition of the game may have led to that long run.
Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, second and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph. The kick by Joseph is good. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal, at least not to start. Oh, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up
with the Washington football team. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready,
and off we go from Lambeau.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon.
And some room to work. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
A.J. Dillon.
72 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle, there to make the stop.
2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
A run here for J.D. McKissic.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right, I might have had a touch a little bit.
It's all right.
All right, grease board and computer. Exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive. Stop them on the first drive defensively.
4th down, Fitzpatrick. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing again on second down. Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
52 and 56, 52 and 56.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Fitzpatrick now. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with McKesson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Fitzpatrick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game. Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape. Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Rodgers now on 1st down. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And it's a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 30 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Now Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Slant to Adams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
They'll look to run with Dillon.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
A.J. Dillon,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's Here's Carter now on the return.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Gibson again. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll try to throw here. Fitzpatrick sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dean Lowry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Operating from the gun. Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
47's the mark, boys. 47.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Rodgers, touchdown! Robert Tonyan, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Drop deep, drop deep.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, here's Gibson. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On play action, now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On play action, Rodgers. He's got Tonyan complete over the middle. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 48 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On play action, Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game.
And it's a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins gives way to Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Cousins now. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. First down, here's Cousins. In trouble, and he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
You know they pay me back.
And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Well, and it's picked. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb. 28 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee.